this is my another video on what is SAP S4hana Public Cloud. Into this video, I will explain the overview of the entire S4hana Public Cloud, basic understanding. So before starting the basic understanding of SAP S4hana Cloud, we need to understand what is cloud computing. So okay, let's start with very basic. What is cloud computing? About it from the perspective of software systems and architecture. Cloud computing delivers application, data storage, and system over the internet. In a cloud model, you pay a regular subscription fee to consume services from a third-party provider. It's very similar to how you get electricity at home. Electricity comes through a wire provided by a utility service, and you pay based on your consumption either monthly or quarterly, ensuring a continuous 24/7 services. Cloud computing just works similar in a way. The infrastructure is managed by the service provider, and you use the service based on a subscription based. On the other hand, when we just worked on on-premise system, it's very expensive as compared to this cloud system. You need to buy and maintain all the hardware and software, and you need a big team to manage everything. So cloud computing, however, is much less expensive. You only need a good internet connection to access the cloud services. Just log in with your user ID and password, and you can store and access all your data and applications easily. So the key benefits of cloud computing is cost effectiveness and convenience. It allows business to focus on their core activities without worrying about managing IT infrastructure. So cloud computing, you can say like very less expensive as compared to the on-premise system. So now the next point, what is deployment model? So they are having three types of deployment model. The first one is public cloud, and the second one is private cloud, and the third one is hybrid cloud. So what is public cloud? Just I am giving you an example. A public cloud is just like a public transportation. Think about your city bus or train system. These services are provided and managed by the third-party company, available for anyone to use. You pay a fee based on how much you use the services, and you share the bus or train with other passengers. Similarly, a public cloud is managed by a cloud service provider, and you share resources like storage and services with other organizations. This model is cost effective and scalable, making it ideal for business that need to manage fluctuating workloads or want to avoid the expense of maintaining their own infrastructure. I'm just giving you some examples of like public cloud, like Amazon Web Services, just similar like public cloud. In SAP S4hana, I'm just giving you some examples like Amazon Web Services or AWS. Many businesses use AWS for its flexibility and pay as you go pricing. A startup can host its website on AWS, benefiting from high availability and scalability without investing in physical servers. And you can take another examples like Netflix. It uses public cloud services to stream movies or any shows, to millions of users worldwide. Netflix doesn't own the data centers, any data centers. So it relies on cloud providers to deliver content efficiently and scale up during peak times like new releases. Public, in another hand, if we just explain like private cloud, on the other hand, if private cloud is like owning your own car, your car is dedicated solely to you, offering more control, privacy, and customization. You decide when and where to drive it, and you don't have to share it with anyone else. Similarly, a private cloud is like dedicated to a single organization, providing a higher level of security and control over data and application. This model is ideal for business and specific regulatory or security requirements. For instance, a large financial institution might use a private cloud to manage sensitive customer data and critical applications. By keeping everything within a private cloud, they ensure the highest levels of security and compliances with regulatory standards. Now, if we just explain what is hybrid cloud. So hybrid cloud is a combination of on-premise infrastructure or private cloud with public cloud services. This model allows data and application to be shared between them. Thinking of it like having solar panels on your home in addition to being connected the city's power grid. During the day, your solar panels generate electricity during your dependency on the city's electricity. But at night or during cloudy days, you can still draw power from the city grid to ensure you have continuous supply. Similarly, with hybrid cloud, a company can keep sensitive data and critical applications on its private cloud, like its solar panels, while leveraging the public cloud to less sensitive operations and additional resources like the city's power grid. This offers greater flexibility and optimized costs and better security. And if I just give you some another examples of public cloud, like you are staying in an apartment with a few families, like some other families, and you have some dedicated space for you only. So this is just like public cloud. That means you are sharing the same building in an apartment which is less expensive. And the private cloud, the examples of private cloud, like your own home, which is completely belongs to you, right? That means you are the owner of your home, right? So for private cloud, is quite very expensive. And the hybrid cloud, like your sometime you are staying in your apartment, that means a flat, 1 BHK or 2 BHK flat. And after some days, when you just want to stay with your or you just organize a big party or with your friends or colleagues, then you are using your own house. So this is just like hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud is nothing but a combination of private and public cloud. So now let's see the next thing. I am just giving you some examples. This is like just private cloud, sorry, public cloud. That means I'm just giving you another examples for public cloud, like your home, you are using the power grid. That means the electricity from a power grid, which is the service provider is giving you the power supply in your home. And if I am just taking another example for the private cloud, like you have installed the entire solar panel for your home, for your own home. So this is quite expensive as compared to the power grid system. And based upon this solar panel, you need to maintain by yourself only, right? And after that, the third example is like hybrid. That means you are having your solar panel and as well as you have connected with the utility service provider. So this is a two-way connection. Like whenever the power grid connection is lost or they're having some issues with the power grid, then you are using your solar panel. Or in a opposite manner, you can use also, like usually you are use the solar panels power, and whenever any cloudy days, or as I just told you earlier, or any problem with these solar panels, you are using the power grid, right? So this is all about the public, private, and hybrid cloud explanation. Now let's jump into the computing service models. Computing service models, like let's deep dive into these different service models of cloud computing. They're having three types of services in system, like SaaS, SaaS, which is software as a service. Another is a PaaS, and third one is IaaS, infrastructure as a service. So the first one is software as a service. The second one is the platform as a service. And the third one is a infrastructure as a service. So what is SaaS? SaaS is just like renting an apartment, just as you move into a fully furnished apartment where everything is ready for you, like furniture, utilities, or all the maintenance items, right? um that means they're having some guys who are responsible for the maintenance. So SaaS provides you with fully functional software application over the internet. You don't need to worry about the underlying infrastructure or software maintenance. You simply use the application only. Some examples of like SaaS is SAP Concur, SAP Ariba, SAP S4hana Public Cloud. So these are the examples of SaaS. Now I'm just going to the PaaS, platform as a service. Is just like you are renting a fully equipped kitchen in a restaurant where you can cook your own meals. The kitchen comes with all the appliances, utensils, and ingredients you need, but you are in charge of cooking the meals. Similarly, PaaS provides you with a platform of develop, run, and manage applications without dealing with the underlying infrastructure. The examples of PaaS is like SAP Business Technology Platform, or BTP. So here in this slide, you can see the examples of SaaS like SAP Concur, SAP S4hana, and one of the is the another one is like SAP Ariba system. The examples of PaaS is like SAP BTP, which is very useful during the implementation of S4HANA public cloud project, because some clients they are taking these services like SAP BTP, which is quite expensive, but this is very useful for any organization, you know. So okay, so the next examples of infrastructure as a service is just like a infrastructure as a service. I'm just giving you an example. Like you were renting a land, okay, and building your own house and installing your utilities. You have the raw infrastructure like land, electricity, or water supply, and you were responsible for building and managing everything on top of it. Similarly, IaaS provides you with virtualized computing resources over the internet. You manage the operating systems, applications, and data. The examples like S4HANA, SAP S4HANA Enterprise Cloud, or we can say Amazon Web Services. EC2 provides virtual services, instances that you can configure and manage. You control the operating system, storage, and deployed applications. Next important structure is like topic is like structure. How we whenever we worked on the SAP S4hana public cloud implementation project, so that time the structure sense or the idea of structure is required, because how the structure is created, like how the S4hana public cloud system structure is created, so we need to understand. So initially, whenever any pre-sales team approach to the customer for the for selling purpose, that for selling the cloud system to their organization, so that time initially they will get like get one server. Okay, so initially they will get the 14 days trial system, which is only for 14 days access to understand how system will looks like, or to understand regarding how few basic understanding of cloud system. And once the customer purchase the S4hana cloud system, they technically get four systems. Although we call this system as three system landscape, which are development system, test system, and production system, which will use during implementation project and after go live. The starter system, so this is like 14 days trial system here you can see, and after that the 14 days trial system is expired. So then after purchasing the license from the any gold partner, so then this organization, this customer will get a starter system, is meant to be a demonstration tool, like so that it is a fully configured demo system. As a consultant, when we implement the S4hana cloud system, then we need to demonstrate the related business processes to the customer into the system, like the finance process to the finance expert, or like we are the source to pay consultants or consultants. So we need to explain how the source to pay process is we can run in the inside the system, cloud system. Or sales guy, similarly the sales guy can explain to the sales experts. So suppose I am showing the customer that how to create the purchase order, or showing them the entire source to pay process, then can add some points that we need this particular field mandatory, or we don't need this step anyway. So this kind of feedback we need to collect during the workshop process. So this starter system is quite important for our implementation project, or to understand the entire configuration or entire business model, you can say. Okay, so next the most important part is like here you can see one portion which is called the SAP Cloud Identity Service. This is most important. So this is essentially the gatekeeper of your SAP environment. Every time a user logs into any SAP system, their credentials are authenticated by this service. It's what makes sure that the right people have access to the right system and data. What's great about SAP Cloud Identity Service is like that, it's centralized all your authentication needs. So whether you are logging into the SAP S4hana system, a third-party application, or even mobile applications, you are always going through the single security gateway. So this service is also designed to support various authentication methods. So whether you are using traditional passwords, single sign-off, or you can say SSO, or more advanced options like multi-factor authentication, MFA, SAP Cloud Identity Services has you covered. So this flexibility ensures that your authentication process aligns with your organization's security policies. Another key features is user management. SAP Cloud Identity Services makes it easy to manage users' role and permissions across your entire landscape. You can ensure that everyone has the appropriate access without having to manually adjust setting in each system individually. So we can say that overall, we can say that the SAP Cloud Identity Service is all about making sure that your access is secure, seamless, and well managed, no matter which SAP system you are working with. So this is very important. And whenever you are just trying to get in the starter system, that also it is applicable. That starter that SAP Cloud Identity Service will at first check that you are the correct person or not, that you have the authentication to log in the status system or not. So same like that, the dev, test, and PRD system as well. So here you can see this, the most important portion is CBC, the system, the central business configuration system. It is like that. I'm just giving you the overview that whenever we are working on on-premise system, So that time you can see that they're having some T code like SPRO path or SPRO. So inside that SPRO page, I mean to say that after put the SPRO, you will get a one page where we can do any configuration. So that is like here central business configuration. So this is the tool we use in SAP S4hana Cloud to manage and deploy configuration across our system landscape. Think of CVC as your command center for setting up and fine-tuning your SAP environment. So with this CVC, you don't just pick and active the best practices for your business. You manage the whole configuration lifecycle. This includes everything from the initial setup to making ongoing adjustments as your business needs evolve. So just understand one of the great and another part of this CVC is very important. One of the great things about CVC is how it guides you through the configuration process step by step. Whether you are setting up your company codes, defining your plans, or configuration of your sales organization, CVC makes sure that everything is done right and in the correct order. Plus, additionally, you can say if you are working with different countries, CVC lets you easily active country-specific content. This is crucial because it ensures that your system meets the legal and regulatory requirements of each region you operate in. And when it comes to deploying these configurations, CVC makes it simple to move them across your development, test, and production system. It's all about ensuring consistency and minimizing errors during the rollout. Even better, what is even better is that CVC is constantly being updated with the latest SAP content and features. So you are always working with the most current tools. Your configurations stay up to date as business requirements change. So CVC is most important part, and I will show you how the CVC system is looks like, and that after starter system and CVC explanation, you are able to understand what is the system structure. The same thing like that, they're having three system landscape like development system, test system, and production system. All system is connected with this SAP Cloud Identity Service. That means whenever you are trying to logging into the development system or test or production, every time system will check the authentication of your user. So and for the development system always connected with the CVC. As we know that inside the CVC system, we need to configure our business process and need to check inside the development system, like you can say UT or unit test. And after successful testing, we need to move our configuration to the test system, and then we need to move towards the production system. The rest of the portion is quite similar to the on-premise system. So, but this is the entire structure. I think this is very helpful for you. And let me show you the CVC, how it looks like. So this is the interface. Here you can see this is called Central Business Configuration. I'm not able to show you the exact link, and some portion I need to blur because of some security reason. But this is the page where we can do the entire configuration. Suppose I need to configuration of some like any purchase order document type or material document type, or suppose I'm just doing any other modules activities. Okay, so that time we need to configure from these options here. Suppose I am doing my procurement sites activity, so we can see that the different type of options here you can see, right? So this kind of activity we can do from these options. And so this is all about the CVC. And after successful configuration, we can do our activity like, and here you can see that this is called org structure. So this is called organization structure. We need to do our organization structure inside this system. That means whenever you click on this one org structure, you will find all your organization structure here only. Okay. I am showing this is my plant, this is my company code, and all these things you can easily find out from this option org structure. So they are having another portion of org structure. And after completion of this org structure, whenever you will click on the complete activity, then only you can start your configuration inside this option. Okay. So now here you can see that inside the procurement option, if I am just going inside any option, you will see that all the portions is looking like grayed out, because I am not able to do any activities because someone has take the milestone before that means the in previous stage like org structure. That means now I am able to create any org structure here. Okay, so this is the page, and once I will complete this activity inside this org structure and click on the complete activity, only after that thing I will be able to do the configuration inside this option. Okay, so this is all about the CVC. Here you can see also the central business configurations. Okay, and I am not able to show the entire link and anything because of some reason. Okay, and the another portion you will get another link, and that means another link, user ID and passwords, that means credentials from your basis guy for the starter system as well. This is called starter system. Starter system is like, that means the front end. Okay, so this is the front end. If I am not, I'm saying that this is starter system, this is quite wrong, like, because these both are starter, right? This is the starter CVC and this is the starter front end. Okay, so inside the front end, if I just suppose I'm taking some I'm writing some application name, because as we all know that inside the public cloud system we only use the Fiori applications, that means Fiori tiles. Okay, so just I'm writing here some material. Okay, so after just writing the material, you can see they're having some different applications which are showing related to the material, right? And if I am just showing here material and click on the applications, so you will be able to see the list of applications which are related to the material. Okay, so I will explain once I will start the entire configurations classes or the entire SAP public cloud session on SAP MM. So that time I will definitely show how to configure all these things, how to create the org structure, and those things I will explain once I will start this session. But as of now, you need to understand this is the CVC where we can do our configuration, and we only can able to start our configuration once we have completed our org structure. That's it. Okay, and before and this is the, and after org structure completion, whenever we do some configuration, then only we can do any transaction. Like suppose I want to create any purchase order, then I can just go inside the ME21N and suppose I can create any purchase order here. Okay, so this is all about my public cloud overview session, and please subscribe my channel, because my channel subscribers are very, this count is very low. So please subscribe my channel. I need your help. I need your support to grow my channel. Thank you so much.